Stuart Kern. Because I'm in drop D with the capo on, I'll do 4th of July first. All I did was clarify the chords that are very similar in feel so that you can get a distinct sound with them. So maybe just for this week, when you play D sus2, when you're practicing this exercise, take a normal D, drop the middle finger. The open high E makes it a sus2. But instead of making a big 6-note chord, just make it a 4-note chord. So your D sus will be 4 notes. And just make sure you always use the same fingers, 1 and 3. Then you go to that B minor 7, first finger up to the A string, middle finger on the G string. Now it's a 5-note chord. Then you keep going to the G over D. Now it's a big 6-string chord. And then you start again, D sus2, 4 notes only. You could even, now B minor 7, 5 notes. So it keeps growing until it's a 6-note G over D. That's the only thing I want you to work on with 4th of July. And then we talked about extending your E major scale. So you're doing well with it. The first thing to do before you play it, just remind yourself you're sliding from F sharp to G sharp. That's 2 to 4. So do O 2 4 a few times. So you're locking in that starting point. Sometimes you kind of float around till you find it. So there's E2. E5. Now when you get to E5, I want you to put your first finger on it and do this little pentatonic scale that I wrote down. And then tether that to the E major triad using the D shape. You can remind yourself that it goes minor like so, which means that the third's on the top. So this is voiced 5 1 3 5 1 flat 3 5 1 3. I showed you how to make a triad scale. Major, minor, minor, major, major. I encourage you to occasionally chromaticize the 4 and the 5 and the 3 and the 2 for a cool harmonic effect. And then we broke it up into its constituent parts. So here's your triad, but on the top you have a major third, E and G sharp. So that's major, minor, minor, major, major. Same sequence, of course, as the thirds, as the triads. Chromaticize the same way. And if you shift your first finger up to the G string, you have a 4th. Again, these are just the notes of the triad, but we're isolating the 2-string pairs. Major third on the top, perfect 4th on the bottom. These slide nicely. You can also hammer them on instead. That's a little closer to Waterloo Sunset. And then you can just take your scale back to where it started. And then the final thing is to play the triad scale in D, which is its kind of point of origin, but use finger picking patterns. And I'm using a pedal tone on the open D bass. Since it's the tonic, it sounds good over all of the triads. That's your Travis style, but you could also just do a linear one that's just like 4, 3, 2, 1, which is a bit more of a classical sound. But it's just good to get your fingers moving in patterns that they don't do every day. Ooh, I thought I was in drop D. That's it, brother. Great to see you. Have fun.